Hi, and welcome to Wendy Rae's Idol Recap. I'm so glad you joined us, and I have a special guest star with me today. My son, Austin. You've heard a lot about him, so I thought I'd introduce you to him.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
We are finally in Hollywood. Oh, I'm so excited, and I loved Ellen. Did you absolutely love her? Now, I said at the very beginning of all of this that we needed a comedic edge, and she brought it. So very good. I absolutely love her. If I'm a contestant and getting booted, I want to hear it from her because she is so funny. And I love that part where she was like, step forward, step back, step to the left. You all made it through. I thought she was so funny. So good job, Ellen. Okay, let's talk about the first two we saw. The first two we saw was Katie Stevens and Skiboski. Now, Katie auditioned in Boston, and I had her as one of my standouts for good reason. This girl can sing, and she has made it on to the next round. I really like her. And then next was Skiboski. Now, we met him in Atlanta, and he's the one that I said had more confidence in his little pinky than all the American Idol contestants combined. He showed a little bit more humbleness, if that's even a word. So I liked that a little bit more, but his singing wasn't as good as it was in Atlanta, so that was kind of a bummer. So he got cut, which is kind of a bummer for Skiboski, but you know what? He's got a lot of confidence, so he's going to do really well in life. Next, we had Andrew Garcia. Now, Andrew Garcia is slowly becoming one of my faves. Now, he's the guy with the gang parents that kind of surprised us all in his audition in L.A. I put him as one of my standouts in L.A., and he brought it last night. He did that whole David Cook, Adam Lambert, change up the song thing, but he did it in the first round of Hollywood. What guts was that? And it was crazy good. I absolutely loved it. Keep your eye on this boy. He is awesome. Then we saw poor little Vanessa Wolf. Now, she's a little girl from Tennessee that got on her aeroplane and made it to Hollywood. God bless her. But her nerves just got the best of her. I said I was worried about her in Hollywood because she's so timid. And sure enough, my heart went out to her. I felt so bad. She said, "Mom, I blew it." Yeah, baby, you did blow it. But you know what, Vanessa? Don't give up on your dream because you actually have a pretty voice. We saw that when we saw you, and where did we see you? I can't remember. I think it was Atlanta. But we saw it, so Vanessa, don't give up, honey. All right. Then we had Tasha Layton. Now, we didn't get to see her, but she was in the same line as Vanessa and Andrew, and she made it through. Now, Vanessa was my other standout in L.A., and I really, really liked Vanessa, so I can't wait to see how she does in Hollywood. Because, again, Hollywood can kind of play tricks on your mind, so those good singers may have some problems. So can't wait to hear her. Glad she made it through. Next, Cornelius Edwards. Now, he's the guy that ripped his pants in Orlando. He is so funny, but, oh, that voice was horrid last night. Horrid last night. I said he wouldn't get past Hollywood. I'm not surprised he didn't make it past the first round. So good luck, Cornelius. Here's my first issue, Megan Wright. Now, we met her in Dallas. She's the one with the little brother that puts her up on a pedestal. Now, I put her in my standouts, and I think the whole reason I did that, and if you watch back that tape, you'll see me say it, is that my son puts my daughter Nikki on a pedestal just like this little boy did to Megan, and I thought that was so cute. I actually thought she had a really good voice. And I thought she did really well last night, and so I was a little disappointed that they cut her because I didn't think she was as bad as the judges thought she was. But Megan's gone, so good luck to Megan. Then we had Amadeo. Amadeo was from Boston. He was the Italian guy. Not a shocker. He went out, didn't think he was going to last anyway. Then we had Janelle Wheeler. Now, we saw Janelle in Orlando. We didn't get to see much of her in Orlando. We just kind of saw a little bit of her in Orlando. But I said I really liked her. She was awesome last night. I mean, she did really great, and
Wow.
I'm glad she made it through to the second round. Then we had Bosa. You want to tell them about Bosa?
Yeah. I have to admit, I was kind of sad he didn't make it through. His family was hilarious, and that wasn't even Bosca that we saw in Boston, right?
It wasn't. His voice was not the same Bosa that we saw when we met him in Boston. So too bad for Bosa, and so sorry we're not going to get to see more of his parents. Next, we had Haley Vaughn. Now, if you remember her, she was the one that I said when I did my recap that she had, I didn't hear the lisp until Simon said there was a lisp. And then I re-listened to it, and I said, yes, there was a lisp. I really, really noticed the lisp last night, and now I'm starting to get one myself trying to say lisp so many times. I thought she did pretty well. I'm a little bit worried about her for the rest of Hollywood. I just don't know that she's got the voice to hang in there with some of them, but she did listen to me about the hair. I told her to fix the hair, and she did. Her hair looked beautiful, so good job, Haley. Okay, Mary Powers. Now, you know I love her. She's the one with the raspy voice, kind of like an Amanda Overmeyer. We met her in L.A. I think she rocked it last night. She was awesome. Good luck, Mary. Keep it up. Then we had three quick in a row that we didn't get to see it or didn't get to hear it all. First one was Todrick Hall. We met him in Dallas. I called him a standout, and I even went as far as to say he'll be in the top 12. So keep your eye on Todrick. Then we had Charity Vance. We met her in Chicago. She was the singer that sang in the beauty parlor. A really cute little 16-year-old girl, I think she was. I loved her. I thought she did really well last night. Austin's not a big fan. And then we had Ashley Rodriguez, who Austin totally digs. Maybe has a little bit of a crush on. I'm just saying. She's from Boston. I had her as a standout. I told you to keep your eye on her. Continue to keep an eye on her, and I can't wait to hear her sing in Hollywood. Then we had Jay Stone. Jay Stone was the beatboxer. Oh, seriously. We saw him in Orlando. I wasn't a big fan. I liked his attitude in Orlando. That's what I liked most about him. They cut him. Not a big surprise. I did like what Ellen said. There's something wrong with his microphone. I thought that was really very funny. All right, then we have Lily Scott. Now, they say she's from Denver. I went back in all my notes, and I could not find anything about Lily. So if you remember her, let me know, because I couldn't find any information about her. I think she has a great voice. That cabaret style is awesome. I think she's really cool, so can't wait to see more of her. Next, we saw Michael Lynch. You know Michael Lynch, Big Mike. He's the one that got booted because of his dad's big old mouth. And then we find out that he's not seeing his baby's birth because he's in Hollywood Week. Oh, what a shame. And then his voice he's got a tremendous voice. So amazing voice.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, Big Mike, you're going to be fine. Even though you got booted from Idol, I think you'll get a record deal and you'll do good. So congratulations on your baby. All right. I don't know if you noticed it. I didn't notice it. My son pointed it out to me because he was one of our favorites from last season that didn't make it into the top 36, and that's Michael Castro. That's Jason's brother. Yes! He was in the back line with Big Mike. And guess what? It looks like he made it through. Not certain, but it looks like he made it through. Hopefully we'll see tonight. But good luck, Michael. We love you. All right, then we saw Justin Williams and Tim Urban together. I wasn't happy about this. Not happy at all. Tim Urban was from Boston. I don't remember seeing him in Boston. Couldn't find anything about him. Wasn't happy with the David Cook song. I like David Cook's song. It's one of my favorites, but I didn't like the way he sang it. But I loved Justin Williams. I liked Justin Williams last night. I thought he did great, and he was one of my standouts and was one of my favorites going into Hollywood Week. He's the guy that got cancer on the missions trip. I loved him. When they put Tim through and put Justin I just screamed, no! I was so depressed. Big disappointment for Wendy Rae. And I think for you too, right?
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
Yeah, me too. Okay, then they did 3 quick no's. Here's another one of my boo-boos, Paige DeShaughnessy. I think that's the way you say her name. I called her a standout. Now, if you remember, though, I said the judges don't like her as much as I do, so it's not a big surprise that she didn't make it through. But I really liked her, and I was hoping she'd bring it. But oh well. Then we had Erica Rhodes. Now, she was the Barney girl that was on Barney like my son was on Barney. Stop yawning. Am I keeping you up? She was on Barney like Austin, and I said she needs to lose the clothes and dress more appropriately, which she did. She listened to me. She looked very nice last night, but I guess it didn't work for her because she's not going through. So, Erica, you probably shouldn't have listened to me. You probably should have worn your leather and your whip, and you would have made it through. So, my bad. And then the last one that they talked about was the sisters, Amanda and Bernadette. I didn't like them in their audition. So glad I didn't have to listen to them sing. So glad they didn't make it. They are so annoying. Are they not annoying?
Talk about nails on chalkboards.
Oh, yeah, big time annoying. Okay, the next one, and the one that we are really sad about, was Maddie Curtis. Does she have an amazing voice? No. But she's so sweet. She's got those autism brothers. She's good. She's not fabulous, but she's good. And I just love her. I still want good things to happen to her because she's such a sweetheart. Then we had Casey James.
Shh, Mom.
Okay, he auditioned in Denver, but he's here where we are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Well, actually, probably not right now, but he was. And I think I've got a bit of a crush on him. Shh, don't tell Dad. But he is just really hot. Now, Randy and Simon didn't like him. Kara and Victoria put him through. That's why he made it. Keep your eye on him. I like him, and Randy likes him again, too. Then we have Dee Dee. Tell us about Dee Dee. You loved her. She's kind of like Megan and...
Dee Dee is amazing. I thought she was a mix of Megan Corkery and Brooke White. Brooke White was from season 7, and Megan Corkery was from season 8. And she's basically a combination of both of them, and I loved her. She's flat out amazing, I think.
Next one was Crystal Bowersox. We saw her on the road to Hollywood. Didn't get to see much of her, but she was awesome last night. Love her. Keep your eye on her. We are out of time, so we can't talk anymore. They're going to do group round tonight, which is painful for us and painful for them. We will see you tomorrow. Hugs. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.